Good morning children, welcome to our next maths class. Last class we had discussed how to do the application problems in linear equations in one variable, right? Today we are going to study few more problems in this chapter, means application problems in this topic. So let us see how to do the remaining problems, word problems. Last class we had stopped till 6th problem from the second exercise, right? Today we are going to start from the 7th problem. Yeah, 7th question is, the sum of 3 consecutive multiples of 8 is 888. Find the multiples. It is given sum of 3 consecutive multiples of 8. Multiples of 8 is 888. It is given the sum of 3 consecutive multiples of 8 is 888. Find the multiples. You have to find the multiples. So how will you do this? Let us take the first multiple. Let the first multiple be 8x. Reason is, you know that 3 consecutive integers means, let us take the first integer be x. So what will be the next? Yeah, x plus 1. Then what will be the successor of x plus 1? X plus 2. Right? Because you will add 1 to the means the next number. So here it is given, let the sum of 3 consecutive multiples of 8. It is given multiples of 8. So the number should be multiplied by 8. So you can take, let the first multiple be 8x. If the first multiple be 8x, what will be the second multiple? Second multiple be 8 into x plus 1. You know that it is a consecutive multiples. So if one is x, the second one is x plus 1. Then what will be the third one? Third one is 8 into x plus 2. Because if you add 1 to this x plus 1, you will get x plus 2. So 8x, 8 into x plus 1, and next is 8 into x plus 2. So we have the 3 multiples here, and it is given sum of 3 consecutive multiples of 8 is, the sum of 3 consecutive multiples of 8 is 888. So the first multiple is 8x because it is given multiple of 8. So from all the numbers you have to multiple with 8. And here why we are writing 8 in common? Because it is a multiple of 8. You should not write 8x plus 1. If you are writing 8x plus 1, then it means this 8 is multiplied only with x, not with 1. So you have to write common 8 into x plus 1. This is wrong. Next, consecutive. So one is x and the next one is x plus 1. What will be the third one? X plus 2. Multiple of 8 is x plus 2. Third multiple is 8 into x plus 2. So 8 into x plus 1 plus 8 into x plus 2. So 3 consecutive multiples of 8 is equal to 888. Now you can take the common number out. So you have 3 terms here. The first term is 8x, second term is 8 into x plus 1, third term is 8 into x plus 2 is equal to 888. So what you are seeing common here? Here the common number is 8. So take out common 8. So what will be the remaining terms? What are the factors you have remaining? Write it inside the brackets. So x, next x plus 1, next x plus 2 is equal to 888. So 8 you can write it, remove the brackets, x plus 1 plus x plus 2 is equal to 888, and add the like terms. no coefficient, so consider it as 1, consider it as 1, and here also. So you have the like terms 1x, 1x, 1x. So what is 1x plus 1x plus 1x? 3x plus adding the constant, you will get 1 plus 2 is 3. So you will get 888. Next, what is the next step? Here 8 is in multiplication, right? 8 is multiplied with 3x plus 3. So when it goes to the other side, 3x plus 3 is equal to 888 divided by 8. Because 8 here it is in multiplication in the left hand side. When it goes in the right hand side, you will get division. So when you cancel, you will get 111. Now you got 3x plus 3 is equal to 111. So we shall do here 3x plus 3 is equal to 111. Now here you have to find the value of x. So how will you find the value of x? Plus 3, when it goes to the right hand side, you will get minus 3. So 111 minus 3 is equal to 108. Now 3 and x is in multiplication. When it comes here, division, right? Now you can cancel this numerator and denominator. So 3 3s are 9, carry 1. So x is equal to 36. You got the value 36. What is your x? But we need the, it is given in the question, find the multiples. So what is your multiples? First multiple is 8x and the second multiple is, so 8 into 36. Find the value. Then 8 into x plus 1. Right? So 8 into x plus 1 is what? What is your x? 36. So 36 plus 1 is 37. Multiply this 8 into 37. Next 36 plus 2 is 38. Find the answer. Multiples, 3 multiples. This is how you will do this problem. Sum of 3 consecutive multiples of 8 is 888. So let us take first multiply as 8x. Next is 8 into x plus 1. Third is 8 into x plus 2. Because it is given multiples of 8. So you have to multiple these 3 numbers with 8. That number should be multiple of 8. So when you divide that number with 8, it should be divisible by 8. That's why multiples of 8. So into 8, into 8, into 8. It is given consecutive. Consecutive means continuous. One is x, next is x plus 1 and the other one is x plus 2. Sum is given 888. Solve it. You will get the x value. Find the multiples. We need not only x, we need always check the question what is asked in the question. After finding the x or what is the unknown variable, find it first. After getting that value, check the question what is given, what they asked. It is asked to find the multiples. So you need the 8 into x plus 1, 8 into x plus 2, not only x. So you have to find these 3 values also. Got it? Let's move to the next problem. Problem number 8. 3 consecutive integers are such that when they are taken in increasing order and multiplied by 2, 3 and 4 respectively, they add up to 74. Find these numbers. It is given 3 consecutive integers. Okay, 3 consecutive integers. Okay. And it is taken in the increasing order and multiplied by 2, 3 and 4. So let us do how to do that problem. Next, 8th problem. It is given 3 consecutive integers taken in an increasing order multiplied by 2, 3 and 4. So consecutive integer, let us take the first integer b. Let the integer be x. First integer be x. Second integer be x plus 1 because it is given consecutive. So continuous. I need the continuous integers. So if one is x, the next one is x plus 1 and the other one is x plus 2. Right? And it is given taking in an increasing order multiplied by 2, 3 and 4. So first integer multiplied by 2. So 2 into x. second integer multiplied, it is given all the three integers are multiplied in an increasing order. The number is 2, 3 and 4. So second integer multiply with 3, third integer multiply by 4. So 4 into x plus 2. So we got all the integers now, and it is given they add up to 74. So what is your first integer? 2x, and the second integer is 3 into x plus 1, and the third integer is 4 into x plus 2 is equal to 74. I think you can solve this problem because you will multiply this 3 inside the brackets. 2x plus 3x plus 3 plus 4x plus 8 is equal to 74. So what you will do next? You will add the like terms. 2x plus 3x plus 4x. 2 plus 3, 5. 5 plus 4, 9x. Plus 8, 3. Adding the constant 11 is equal to 74. Now you can find the x value or not? Yes. At last you have to find these numbers. You have to find the numbers. What you have to find? You have to find the numbers, that is 2x. After getting the x value, find the first integer 2x, second integer 3 into x plus 1, and the third integer 4 into x plus 2. Substitute the value of x here and find the first integer, second integer and third integer. Let me explain this problem once again. It is given in the question 3 consecutive integers taken in an increasing order 2, 3 and 4. So first integer, it is given consecutive. So first integer is x, second integer is x plus 1, third integer is x plus 2. Suppose you can take the consecutive as x, x minus 1 and x plus 1 also. If you take the values of x minus 1, first integer as x minus 1, second is x and the third one is x plus 1, is it a continuous? Is it a consecutive integers? Yes, because what is the predecessor of x? X minus 1 means the before number. If it is 5, what will be the predecessor of 5? This is 4. Yes. What is the successor of 5? 6. Right? Is this is continuous? 4, 5, 6 numbers are continuous? Yes. If it is 4, this is 5 and this is 6. This is continuous? Yes. If you take the values x minus 1, x and x plus 1, that is also a consecutive integers. If you take the x value as, integers as x minus 1, x and x plus 1, you will get the same x value here, answer here. So, here you have to take the integers as x, x plus 1 and x plus 2, and it is given all the integers are multiplied in an increasing order number 2, 3 and 4. So first integer with 2, second integer with 3 and third integer with 4. And adding these integers, all the three, you will get 74. So I am adding all these integers equal to 74. Now multiply. You have the first aim is to remove the brackets. So remove the brackets first. By multiplying 3 inside the bracket, you can remove. If you have the common number, any factor in all the 3 terms, you have 3 terms here, right? This is first term and this is second term and this is your third term. From these 3 terms, previous problem, here 8 is common. So you took 8 out. But here there is nothing common in this 3 terms. Here it is 2 and next is 3 and the third one is 4. And here the variable is x, here x plus 1 and x plus 2. So nothing is common. You can't take anything common out. So what you have to do? Remove the brackets by multiplying 3 inside the bracket and 4 inside the bracket. You will get this. Add the like terms. First x and constant. Add the constant term. You will get 11 is equal to 74. solve this, you will get the x value. Substitute here, you get all the 3 integers, right? Next problem, 9th problem, it is given the ages of Rahul and Harun are in the ratio 5:7. It is given ratio 5:7. 9th problem, ratio is 5:7. Right? Yes. 4 years later, the sum of the ages will be 56 years. It is given ratio is 5:7. The ratio is 5:7 means age is not 5:7. The ratio of the ages is 5:7. If one's ages means Rahul's age is 5 times the age, then what will be the Harun's age? 7 times the age. So let the common ratio write it. Let the common ratio of Rahul and Harun's age be x. So let us take the common ratio be x. So that is common ratio is x. That means age is 5 times and 7 times. So it is given 4 years later. That means after 4 years. After 4 years, what will be their ages? So present age, first write the present age, after that we'll find the 4 years, means after 4 years, what will be the age? So let us take the present age of Rahul. Present age of Rahul is equal to 5x. Present age of Harun is 7x, right? Ratio is 5:7. So let us take the common ratio be x. Why we are taking this common ratio be x? Because here it is given age is not 5:7. The age is one's age is multiples of 5 and the other one age is multiples of 7. So ratio is 5:7. So let us take the percentage be 5x and 7x. So what will be the after 4 years? What will be the ages? After 4 years, Rahul's age is equal to 5x plus 4, right? Harun's age is equal to 7x plus 4. Right? It is given in the question 4 years later the sum of their ages will be 56. So sum of their ages. So 5x sum means addition. So addition of their ages will be 56. I think you got the point now. It is given the ratio, ages are in the ratio 5:7. 5:7 is not the age, that is Rahul's age is 5 times means then what will be the Harun's age? 7 times. So let us take the percentage of Rahul is 5x and the percentage of Harun is 7x, and it is given 4 years later, that is after 4 years. So after 4 years what will be the ages of Rahul? 5x plus 4 and Harun's age will be 7x plus 4. It is given their sum of their ages. After 4 years the sum of their ages is 56. So adding all these means both the ages is equal to 56. Remove the brackets because everything is in addition. So you can remove the brackets directly and write the value as it is. Now you got 5x plus 4 plus 7x plus 4 is equal to 56. Add the like terms and write the equation. Just I'll write the equation, okay? I'll write the equation here. 7x plus 5x, like terms. 7x plus 5x. What is 7x plus 5x? 7 plus 5. 12x, right? Then 4 plus 4. Add the constant. Solve this. Find the x value. After finding the x value, you have to find the percentage of Rahul and Harun. So how will you find the percentage of Rahul and Harun? You'll get the x value from here. Then you have to substitute the x value here. You'll get the percentage of Rahul and the percentage of Harun. What is the x value you are getting? Just multiply with 5. You will get the percentage of Rahul, and the percentage of Harun you will multiply with 7. I think you got the answer, means a point, right? Idea how to solve the problem. So let us see the next problem. Next, 10th problem. The number of boys and girls in the ratio in a class are in the ratio 7:5. Ratio it is given 7:5. 10th problem. Ratio 7:5. The number of boys is 8 more than the number of girls. What is the total class strength? It is given ratio number of boys, and number of boys is 7 times, means what will be the number of girls? 5 times. It is not 7 and 5 is the number of boys and number of girls. Children, listen carefully. This is not your strength of the boys and girls. It is the ratio of boys and girls in the class. Ratio means if the number is 7 times, then the number of girls will be 5 times. So let us take the common ratio between. Let the common ratio between number of boys, common ratio B/W is your between. I think you remember this, right? In previous classes we had learnt between. B/W means between. So let the common ratio between number of boys, NO dot means number. Please don't write the short form. In your classwork you have to write it fully, full word. So number of boys and number of girls. Let the common ratio between number of boys and number of girls be x. Same as the previous problem. Here the ratio is 7:5. So what will be the number of boys? So number of boys is 7x and number of girls 5x s. And it is given. So let's go to the condition. According to the question, what is given? The number of boys is 8 more than the number of girls. So number of boys, what is number of boys? Number of boys is means equal to number of boys 7x is means equal to 8 more than means addition symbol. So 8 more than number of girls. This is your equation. We got the equation. Can you solve this? Yes, you can solve it very easily. Take this 5x to the left hand side. Plus 5x when it comes here. Minus 5x, and 8 is in the right hand side. Write it as it is. 7x minus 5x is 2x is equal to 8. And 2 and x is in multiplication. When it comes here, division. We got the x value. X is equal to 4. But what we had to find? We have to find the total class strength. That is, what is the number of boys? Find the number of boys. So number of boys is equal to, I'll write it here, number of boys. Number of boys is equal to 7 into x, right? What is the x? 4. 7 into 4 is 28. So the number of boys is 28. What is the number of girls? 5 into 4. So we got the number of boys and number of girls in the class. But what we had to find? We have to find the total class strength. That is, total class strength means you have to add both number of boys and girls. So 28 plus 20, which is nothing but 48 students in the class. Right? Yes, ratio is 7:5. So let us take the common ratio is x. So multiples of 7 for 7 into x and 5 into x. And it is given in the question, number of boys is means equal to is 8 more than number of girls. So 8 plus 5x. Solve this, you will get the x value and find number of boys and number of girls and the total strength from here. Right? Yes. Our next problem is question number 11. S. It is given Bai Chung's father is 26 years younger than Bai Chung's grandfather and 29 years older than Bai Chung. The sum of the ages of all the three, Bai Chung father and Bai Chung grandfather. How many persons are there in this question? Bai Chung father and Bai Chung's grandfather. And the sum of ages of all the three is 135 years. That is, all the three persons age add up to 135. What is the age of each one of them? You have to find all the three persons' age. First person is Bai Chung father and Bai Chung grandfather. And what is the condition given in the question? So let us take Bai Chung father age be x. We don't know any of the ages in this question. Three persons are there, Bai Chung father and Bai Chung's grandfather, and it is given three ages are add up to 135 years. So let us take the Bai Chung's father's age be Bai Chung father's age be x. Okay, Bai Chung's father's age be x. Now listen carefully, please understand the question. Bai Chung's father age, not Bai Chung father's age. Here you have to write Bai Chung's father age, right? So you have to write apostrophe s here. So let the Bai Chung's father age be x. Next, Bai Chung's father, from the question you have to see first sentence, it is given Bai Chung's father is 26 years younger than Bai Chung's grandfather. So what is the age between the Bai Chung's father and Bai Chung's grandfather? Can you see? What is the age between Bai Chung's father and Bai Chung's grandfather? See, Bai Chung's father is 26 years younger than Bai Chung's grandfather. That is, Bai Chung's grandfather is 26 years more than Bai Chung's father. Got it? Children, let us take the Bai Chung's father age be x. If he is x, what will be the father's age? That is, this is your Bai Chung's father age. What will be the Bai Chung's grandfather age? He will be more than father or less than the father. Since he is a father of the Bai Chung's father, right? Grandfather means the father of the Bai Chung's father, right? So you have to write, so Bai Chung's grandfather, Bai Chung's grandfather age be, it is given Bai Chung's father is 26 years younger than Bai Chung's grandfather. So Bai Chung's grandfather is x plus 26 because he is 26 years younger. That means he is 26 years more than his Bai Chung's father, right? Grandfather is 26 years more than Bai Chung's father. Next, what is the next? Bai Chung's age. What will be the Bai Chung's age? Can you say? From the next, it is given 29 years older than Bai Chung. He is 29 years older than Bai Chung. That is, if he is x, what will be the Bai Chung's age? He is less than, right? So, x minus 29. So, write it. Since it is a age problem, write years. X minus 29 years. I think you got it. Let me explain one thing here. Here it is given three persons are there, Bai Chung father and Bai Chung grandfather. So it is given all the three ages add up to 135 years. You have to find the ages of each one of them. First we have to know any one age of the person. So let us take the Baichung's father age be X. If he is X, he will be more than the Baichung father or not. Grandfather is more than the father or not? Yes, he is more than the father. So X plus 26. And it is given he is 29 years older. 29 years older than Baichung. He is 29 years older. So he is 29 years lesser than Baichung's father. So you can take this as X minus 29. X minus 29. We got the 3 ages of the person, and it is given the sum of the ages is 135. So add all the ages: Baichung's father, Baichung's grandfather, and Baichung's age is 135. No coefficients, so consider it as 1. Add it. 1x plus 1x plus 1x is 3x. And plus 26 minus 29. Symbols are different. Subtract it. Put the greater number symbol. Greater number is 29. 29 symbol is minus. I think you can solve now. Yes, find the x value and find the ages of Baichung father. That will be your Baichung father age. Baichung grandfather is x plus 26. You have to add this x value to this 26 and subtract that x value, 29 from the x value. You will get the Baichung's age. I think you got it. So next, see the next problem. Children, you have to solve the remaining solution. You have to find it, right? Find the x value and what is given in the question. What we have to find it. X plus 26 and x minus 29. All the 3 ages. Got it? Next problem. 15 years from now, Ravi's age will be 4 times. So I'll do the problem here. 15 years from now, Ravi's age will be 4 times his present age. So how will you do this? 15 years from now, 12th problem. 15 years from now, Ravi's age will be 4 times his present age. What is Ravi's present age? So let us take, let Ravi's present age be X. So let us take the Ravi's present age be X years. Because it is a age problem, you have to write the units. What is the unit here? Years. So let us take the age be X years. It is given 15 years from now. 15 years from now, his 15 years from now, Ravi's age will be 4 times his present age. So 15 years. After 15 years, what will be the Ravi's age? X plus 15, right? After 15 years, ages. After 15 years, ages X plus 15. So it is given in the question, according to the question, after 15 years from now, Ravi's age is 4 times his present age. What is the percentage of Ravi? X. This is your equation. Find the value from here, x value, and find what is Ravi's percentage. X value is your Ravi's percentage. We got the equation. Take this 4x to the right hand side. So x minus 4x is equal to 15. Solve it. You will get minus 3x is equal to 15. Age cannot be, if you are getting in an age problem, remember one thing, if you are getting negative value, don't write the negative value in age problem. Because reason is this is a age problem. Age cannot be negative. So write the answer in positive. That's it. So Ravi's age will be, what is the x value you are getting? That is your Ravi's percentage. This is how you will do the 12th one. Next, 13th problem. A rational number is such that it is given rational number. Rational number means it is in the form of P by Q. I think you remember this. Rational means fraction. So it is in the form of P by Q. A rational number is such that when you multiply it by 5 by 2 and add 2 by 3 to the product, you get minus 7 by 12. So it is given a rational number. So let us take the rational number be x. Let the rational number be x, and it is given in the question rational number is such that when you multiply it by 5 by 2, when you multiply the rational number with 5 by 2 and add 2 by 3 to the product. Product means answer of the multiplication. That's why I am writing brackets here, because it is given x multiply with 5 by 2. So just multiply only the x and 5 by 2. No need to write the brackets first, because it is given x multiply with 5 by 2 and add 2 by 3 to the product. That is not with 5 by 2. With the answer of this x into 5 by 2, multiply this first and add 2 by 3. You will get, what is the question? You get minus 7 by 12. Right? What is the number? You got the equation here as any number. You can write it as a fraction. So 5x by 2 plus 2 by 3 is equal to minus 7 by 12. Right? Next. Here what you can do, 5x by 2 and minus 7 by 12 minus 2 by 3. Cross multiply, you will get the fraction and solve it. After that 5x by 2, take it to the other side, you will get denominator when it goes to the other side, multiplication, division when it goes to the other side, multiplication, and 5 is in the numerator, that is multiplication of x. When you take it to the other side, you will get division. Just cross multiply here, minus 21 minus 24, because 3 into minus 7 is minus 21, 12 into 2 is 24. Here you have minus in between, and 12 into 3 is 36. So 5x by 2 is equal to 36. By solving this, you will get 45 divided by 36, and 5x is equal to minus 45 by 36 into 2. Right? And here 5 is in the multiplication. When it comes here, division in the next step. So x is equal to minus 45 by 36. This is nothing but reciprocal. Here you have 5 by 2. When it goes another side, 2 by 5, reciprocal. Now you can cancel. Right? 1 time, 9 times, because they are in multiplication. Fractions are in multiplication. So you can cancel the numerator and denominator. At last you will get 1 into 1 is 1, 2 into 1 is 2. So this is your x value. What is your rational number? Minus 1 by 2. This is how you will solve this. Got it? Okay children, I think you got all the problems. We had discussed 7 problems in this class today. So please copy down all the notes in your notebook. Whatever given, all the problems, find the solution for the remaining problems, which after getting the equation you have to find the solution for all the 7 problems. Okay, and the remaining problems will be doing in the next class. That's all for today. We'll meet you in the next class. Thank you. Bye.